Shadow is a bad guy who does bad things for bad reasons that he thinks are good. His journey through the darkness eventually leads him to the light. For a villain to be redeemable, he needs a somewhat selfless motive.
I want revenge.
You could argue that revenge is kinda selfish because it only gratifies the person exacting vengeance, but Shadow isn't approaching it from a selfish perspective. He's not pursuing vengeance to gratify his ego. He's doing it to repay a debt and balance the scales of justice.
Shadow's story began a lot like yours, Sonic. But where you found family and friends on this planet, Shadow found only pain and loss.
Maria is the only person who saw any humanity in Shadow. She was the only person who didn't view him as a dangerous alien. Maria was literally the only person in the whole world who cared about Shadow or treated him with any amount of fondness. He doesn't know anything about the planet he came from, and he has never known anyone else on Earth who viewed him as anything more than a dangerous curiosity. Shadow's happy existence is brought to an abrupt end one day.
Hitch, we have to go, now!
Shadow holds her and watches her die.
I can't get her out of my head. The pain, it's too much.
Without this capacity for selfless action, a villain can't be redeemed. You can't change the mind of somebody who believes he's right. But in order for the villain to attain redemption, he has to change everything he believes. You can't tell him he's wrong. Sonic tries that, it doesn't work. The villain has to change his mind on his own. So, how do you do it? How do you make a villain change his own mind, realize he's wrong, and atone for his sins? Shadow's turn to the light begins with a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, and eventually Shadow makes one too. While robbing Sonic and his family as they rob Gun headquarters, Shadow knocks out Tom.
What did you do?
What I had to.
Putting Tom in a coma puts Shadow at the top of Sonic's enemies list, but it also gives Shadow a flashback. Seeing Sonic holding Tom and begging him to wake up reminds Shadow of how he did the same thing with Maria.
Please get up. Come on, please wake up.
This obviously doesn't change Shadow's mind, but the wall of righteousness Shadow has built around himself begins to crack. Doubt creeps in. Shadow sees that he's doing to other people what was done to him. If killing one innocent is wrong, how can killing another be right? The doubt bothers Shadow enough to give him second thoughts.
Professor, is this really what Maria would have wanted?
The professor extinguishes the doubt and keeps Shadow focused on the mission.
The question isn't what Maria would have wanted. It's what do they deserve?
This is not unexpected. Doubt alone is not enough. Most villains are heroes in their own stories. Shadow sees himself as an avenging angel delivering justice for his murdered best friend.
Now you know my anger, the pain I've felt for 50 years. And you've made the same choice I did.
If he realizes he's wrong, he changes his mind and comes over to your side. If he still believes he's right, he just changes tactics.
Take your revenge.
But Sonic doesn't want revenge. He knows better.
There are no winners with revenge.
This is what turns Shadow from villain to hero. By sparing Shadow, Sonic demonstrates that blood and vengeance aren't always the answer. There is a better way.